on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long wait. It's been 4 months, and we finally got another pack for our DeLorean time machine. That's right, everybody. We got box 4 of the Build Your Own Back to the Future DeLorean time machine finally in. Like I said, it's been 4 months since I put up the last video, and we finally got some parts in. So this is going to be box 4, stages 12, 13, 14, and 15, I believe. Maybe 16. I don't know. It might be 12 through 16. So if you guys are interested in building the Back to the Future DeLorean or any of the other Fanhome products, I will leave a link in the description down below. But without further delay, let's go ahead and get up top and get this thing open. All right, I already cut it open because I wasn't sure if this was Back to the Future or if it was the RoboCop, which, by the way, RoboCop is on another delay, so I don't even know when I'm going to get another RoboCop. But let's go ahead and see what we got inside. Okay, we got all of our parts here. It looks like we do have 5 packs here. So that will be 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Here's our build magazines. And it looks like our first binder. All right, let's go ahead and get this box out of the way. Okay, here's all of our magazines here. We've got 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. All of our parts. And we got our first binder here to put those magazines in. Get that thing kind of straightened out a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to get a big collection of magazines. I'm probably not going to keep them, so I'll probably be throwing them out eventually here. But I'll always hold on to the magazines at least till I'm at the end of the build. I still have all the magazines for the X-Wing, but I do have to do some work on that X-Wing. So anyways, this is what the binder is going to look like to put your magazines in. You'll get multiple binders throughout the build. I will be keeping these in the binder as I go along. So let's go ahead and get on to issue number 12.
If you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
All right, guys, here's issue 12 right here. Let's go ahead and take a look inside of it and see what we got. All right, with the DeLorean that comes right into showing your parts that you're getting. Looks like we're getting parts for the rear left wheel hub and suspension. Here's the build that we're doing right here. Okay, when we get done, we should have all of this done here, and it looks like an axle. All right, we're going into talking about the movie here. This is talking about switching Martys here. Yeah, Eric Stoltz. I like him as an actor. It's a really good movie here. Some Kind of Wonderful. If you haven't seen that, check that movie out. Great 80s movie. And it's what we're going to be doing in the next issue. We'll be putting that rear wheel on the tire and all that. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we got our frame back here because we're going to be adding things onto it. Set it right here for now. All right, guys, we got the hub carrier, and we're going to be attaching that to the radius arm right here with 2 CM screws. I'm going to try the PHO on this, see how that works. Okay, this is going to go this direction, just like this. And this is going to slide in this way. I'm going to screw that in with the 2 CM screws. All right, let's put a screw in there and let's get it in just like that. Go ahead and see if we can screw that in. There it is. Get the other one in. Snug that one down. It'll look just like that. Okay, now in steps 2. We have the end of the link here, and we're going to be putting that into this bracket. This end has a smaller end on it, more narrow. And that's going to go into this bracket this way around like this. And go right into the back of it like that. And we're going to screw that in through this side with an EM screw. Things are going into metal. I should probably put a little oil on them. All right, now we're going to bring our frame back in. Don't mind me, I just cut my finger. Anyways, we're going to bring the frame back in, and we're going to attach this onto the frame. It's going to go on this side. There's it's got like a little nub sticking up on it. It's hard to see because it's black, with a little nub sticking up right there. And that's going to go into the one hole, and then it's going to screw in through this other hole with a BM screw. Yeah, I'm going to start using a little oil on this. Those last ones were hard to get in because I'm going into metal. I'm just going to put a little bloop of oil right there on the hole. just like that. Put that on there, like I said, putting the little nub into the one hole. There you go. Screw in there and let's screw that in. That nice and snug like that. Gonna look just like that. Okay, now we're going to need another EM screw. And we're going to attach this post on this piece that we just did. And it's going to attach right onto this. Just like that. And we're going to screw that in with an EM, with that EM screw. We're going to put a little bit of oil right in there. A little bloop. Like that. Put this back over it. Our screw loaded up here. Sometimes you need 3 hands for these builds. Use another screwdriver to see if we can get that tighter. That's as tight as it's going to go. I guess that's supposed to be loose. That is all the way tight. It will not go any tighter. Now we're going to need an HM screw. And that's going to go onto this bracket here. And it's going to go on just like this. And we're going to put that screw through there and tighten that. And we're going to put a little oil on that. Through here. All right. It's going to look like that. All right, now we got this brake rotor and caliper. Going to go this way around. 2 small holes and a big hole, and that's going to match up on the caliper. Just like that, and we're going to screw that down with an AP screw. It's going into plastic, should go in a little bit easier. And those metal ones are really hard to get in there. Let's go ahead and screw that in. Just like that. Went right in there. Okay, now we have the shock assembly, and we have a really long IM screw here. And we're going to insert the IM screw through the bottom of the shock absorber right here. Going to go in just like that. I think, yeah, it just slides in. All right, now back over here. We're going to insert the brake here with the screw head side out that we just put on. All right, and that's going to, it's magnetic. It's going to magnetize right into that and slide right in between here, just like this. Okay. All right, and then our IM screw that we just put through the shock absorber is going to screw all the way through this, just like right through here. A long screw. Gonna be a lot of screwing. I'm going to put a little oil on it. Let's see what we can do here. Needs to go all the way through. Almost there. There we go. Just like that. All right, now we're going to flip it back this way, and we have the spring that we're going to put over the shock. We're just going to lower that on there. That spring on there. All right, we got the spring on there. Now we need to get this through this hole here. That's probably going to be the tricky part. Get it going through the hole just like that. Now it's hard to see it right there. Then we got to attach that down with an EM screw. Screw on here, a little oil on there. And we got to line this up and screw that in. All right, now we'll use our regular screwdriver just to see if we can get it any tighter. And we got another half turn on it. It'll look just like that. Okay. Brake rotor flips down, flips up. All right, guys, I believe this is the axle here. There's another piece of metal and the CV joint, I believe this is. And that's going to go right on top of it just like this. And then we're going to screw that in from this side with a BM screw. And I think they gave us an extra one, hopefully, because I did drop one on the floor. I did see where it went. I'm sure I could find it. Use this. We're going to put some oil on it. A little oil on there. Really helps a lot getting into this metal, guys. Side there and see if we can screw this in. It's going to be hard to hold on to. Pretty snug in there. Hard to hold on to that when you're screwing that in. All right, guys, then we have the, I guess it would be the CV boot. And that's going to go over this end and just slide down on, just like that. All right, guys, and this is what we have at the end of stage 12. Let's go ahead and move on to stage 13. All right, here's the magazine for stage 13. Let's go ahead and get a look at that. Again, looks like we're putting a tire on the wheel again here. Now these are 2-part. They go on a little easier. I'm not going to try to warm these up. If I needed to, I would get my heat gun and just blow a little warm air on the tires to soften them up a little bit. Or you can put them in hot water. But I don't think I'm going to need it on these. I did the front ones without it just fine. Anyways, these are going to go together just like this, and we're going to be putting it on the car here. And we got a little bit more about the production here. Storing the DeLorean, huh? The kind of big thing now to get a DeLorean and turn it into a time machine. That'd be kind of cool. All right, and then this is the parts for the next piece. It looks like we'll be doing the other side. All right, let's get started. Get our frame back out here. All right, guys, we're just going to take our inner wheel piece here and we're going to put it in the tire and just push it in. Just like that. Okay. Now we got our full wheel piece here that's going to go on the other side. Really fits in one way. I'm going to get it lined up on the holes in there. Then we're going to screw that in with the 3 BP screws on this side. There's one. We'll go ahead and put the other 2 in. All right, guys, it's going to look just like that. All right, guys, now we're going to fix the tire onto the brake rotor here. Going to sit right on there like that. And then we're going to screw that in with a GM screw. Putting that on top of it. Okay. There we go. And now we can put the little hub in. There. Gonna look just like that. All right, and that is the end of stage 13. Let's move on to stage 14.
Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein.
All right, let's get a look at stage 14, issue 14 here. All right, here's all the parts. We already did this on the other side. The exact same thing, just the opposite side. All right, and we'll have all this done when we're finished. There's some more about the production here. Marty and his mom. All right, and then the next one we'll be doing the wheel again. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this stage, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, that is the end of stage 14, as you can see there. I didn't want to bore you with doing it all over again since we just did it on that side. Same thing on this side. So let's go ahead and move on to stage 15. All right, here we are, stage 15. Let's get a look at the magazine real quick. And again, we're just going to be doing the other tire on the other side. Just putting the wheel and rim on, just like we did just a few minutes ago on the other side. And there's some more on the production of the movie here. And we got our stars here of the movie. I don't see Crispin Glover here, huh? And the star of the movie, the DeLorean, of course. And this looks like the story of the DeLorean here. All right, and this is going to be our parts in our next issue here. It looks like we're going to be building the transmission or starting it. All right, let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to go ahead and put that tire together and put it on, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, that is it. We got that on there, and we are done with stage 15. We got our DeLorean on wheels now. Check that out. And then they all fold down. Just like that. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on to stage 16.
If you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
All right, here we are on stage 16. Let's go ahead and check out what we got going on in here. Cool car, man. I love that DeLorean. Yep, looks like we're going to be working on the transmission here. Putting some of that there together. And when we get done, we will have this. And back into the production of the movie here. We got the little model setup Doc made. Talking about the sports car here and some more on the DeLorean. Talking about Crispin Glover. All right, it looks like we're going to be working on the engine here in the next issue. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, looks like we got one half of the transmission here and the end of it and 2 AM screws, and we're going to fasten those together. All right, this is going to go this way around, just like this, and it's going to sit right on top of those two holes. I'm going to screw that in with the 2 AM screws. All right, we are once again going into metal. I'm just going to put a little bloop of oil right on top of each one of these holes here. There's one, and there's two. Get these screwed in. All right, that's one. We'll go ahead and put the other one in. Get this real tight. There we go. That's not going anywhere. It's going to look just like that. All right, now we got 2 of these 16Es and 2 of these 16Ds. We're going to take one of each and we're going to turn it this way with this part here, and we're going to push the 16D right over the top of it. It's just rubber. It's going to fit just over the top of it, just like that. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that to both sides since it's going to have to be done on both sides. We're going to set one of them to the side here. Okay, now we're going to take an EP screw and we're going to attach this on with that EP screw. We're going to turn it this way around. And if you look at this piece, it's flat on one side there, as you see, and so is this hole. So we're going to put it in with the flat side up. It's keyed that direction, just like that. And we're going to screw it in from this side with that EP screw. All right, we got that one in just like that. Okay, and now we already put these two together. Okay, we're gonna get the other half of the transmission, and we're gonna put this one on the other side, just like we did that one. Right there, and we're gonna screw that in with the EP screw. All right, should look just like that. Okay, now we're gonna put these two pieces together, like so. And then we're gonna screw it through from this side with 2 DM screws. Put some oil on those. And get one of them in. All right, get the other one. All right, guys, it's nice and solid. Moving around at all. And that is the end of stage 16 and the end of this box. So let's go ahead and get back to the main camera. All right, guys, we are now done with box 4 of the Back to the Future DeLorean build. We have all the wheels on. Haven't put the hubcaps in those yet, but they are all on now. And we have a transmission mostly built there, I think. There we go. Looks pretty good, all solid metal. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this build so far. Hopefully it's not another 4 months until we get more pieces for it, more parts for it. I guess we'll find out. Anyways, I got upcoming, I have the Lego G1 Optimus Prime I'm going to be building. I have another pinball machine that's a lot like the Roker pinball machine that I'm going to be building as well. And I've got several other builds coming up also, so stay tuned for those builds. Make sure you guys check out the description below for a link to Fanhome for the builds that they have there, and also for the Fantic screwdriver. I'll have a link for that down below too. This thing really is a lifesaver on some of these screws. Some of these going into metal are real struggle, and this thing helps out quite a bit. All different size bits and everything. But anyways, if you appreciate these kind of videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. I'm Chewysolo, and this is Black and Red Build. Peace.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.